I'm now going to just stop share. We are here for mind maintenance with you all. I'm going to put myself on gallery so I can see all of you. Okay, my first question to you all, just raise your pointer finger. I can see all of you, no talking, but just raise your pointer finger. And can you all tell me where your brain is? Point out to where your brain is. Let me see. Let me see where everybody's pointing at. Oh, okay. That's where your brain is. I don't want any hands raised now. I wanted you to point out where your brain is. Okay? All hands down. Now, with the same pointer finger or with another one, can you tell me where your mind is? Mind.
Ma'am, can you say again what you were telling?
I will say again. I first asked you, can you point out and tell me where is your brain? You all can tell me your head, shoulders, knees, and toes, right? When you were chodu, you all had that nursery rhyme also. Now I'm asking you, where is your brain? And you all pointed out here. Yeah, you all pointed out here. Can you tell me where is your mind? Where is your mind? Man, M-I-N-D, mind. उधर ही है. अरे ऐसे कैसे? Brain भी उधर, mind भी उधर. Is there a difference? Can anybody?
Ma'am, they are same.
Ma'am, brain and mind is same.
Brain and mind is same. Acha. Thank you.
Ma'am, it is same.
It is same.
Ma'am, it is same.
Really?
Yes, ma'am,
So
it is
today-
same.
Okay. Most of you are saying it is same. Now again go on mute. Again go on mute. Now let me see. I will share. So Swanit, yes, what do you want to say?
Ma'am, the mind, I think it is that what brain thinks, where the brain and thinks and what it thinks, that is called our own mind, its decisions.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, listen, I am very, very, very impressed with how you are thinking. So let's find out a bit more. Okay, I think most of you started off by saying that brain and mind are the same. एक ही जगह पे है ना, तो same ही है. But I think Swanit is trying to understand, and he's saying that it's
No,
totally
ma'am, it's
different.
not same.
It's not same. So let us find out. We'll go on mute again.
Okay.
All of you mute, and I'm just going to show you. I'm going to try and explain this to you. I hope I can get this up again. Okay. Let me see if I can get it up. Can you see the screen?
Yes, ma'am, we can see the screen. Ma'am, we can.
Ma'am, mute.
Ma'am,
I
actually,
will not continue.
ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am, I can only see that it is.
Ma'am, when we will start the prayer?
Started screen sharing.
Okay. Listen. Can you now see the screen?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay.
Yes, ma'am.
Everybody quiet. Okay, now I'm going to the next slide and I'm going to say, now you can see here, you can see brain and mind, correct? Now you can just nod. Huh? I don't want you to say anything, just nod.
Ma'am,
It's still,
the first slide.
is it still on the first slide? Let me try again.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Mind,
Ma'am,
mind.
it is still on first
Fine,
slide.
fine. I will do it again. I will do it again. You know, it's been over nearly 2 years and we are still in this, right? Let me try again. Okay, I think I have it here. Still can't see.
Yeah, ma'am, we can.
Ma'am, we could see.
Oh, you were able to see.
Ma'am, now screen sharing is possible.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Perfect, perfect,
the
perfect.
brain and
Fine.
mind.
Now we'll be absolutely quiet and we'll understand this mystery about what is the difference between brain and mind. Okay, you're right. I think Swanit said it is different. Let us find out how it is different. Okay, both are in the same place. The best way to understand, you all know computers, right? Now you all know how computers work. Computers has two components. Your hardware, yeah?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes,
Hardware and
ma'am.
software.
Yes, now this is your hardware. Yeah, you can see in the hardware, you can see the mouse, you can see the keyboard, we can see your monitor, and you can see your CPU, correct? This is called your hardware. Okay, but can your computer work without software?
No, ma'am, it can't.
ma'am, it can't
will be
work.
only.
No, ma'am, it can't.
Without a software.
Correct. So the software here is all of these things, all these applications you can see. right? All these applications you can see, right? And these applications, this is software. So the best way to, and hardware is something that you can see, you can touch, correct? You can feel your mouse, you can feel your keyboard. Same way, you need to understand your brain is the hardware of your human body. Brain is your hardware, which means you can actually, brain has got mass, it's got weight. You can touch the brain. I mean, you cannot now touch it, but surgeons can touch the brain. And mind is your software. Mind is the software. So, mind is software means what are these things that are happening in the mind? See, when with things like, how you're thinking, how you're feeling, all of this is happening in your mind. But the brain has other things as well. Now, if I go to this, so you understand that the brain is the hardware, like the computer. You can see it is visible, right? And your mind is not visible, but it is a very, very important component of your brain. Understood so far? Just put your thumbs up. Now we understand that brain and mind are actually distinctly different. Okay, so what happens when the software, something, hota hai na, software corrupt hota hai, and then what happens to the computer?
Ma'am,
Computer cannot work.
Yes,
I have
The
got.
computer did not
Yes,
work.
ma'am, my
A
okay,
technical
Yes,
error
ma'am, my
occurs.
laptop
correct,
is also
correct, yes.
corrupt.
Stop. It goes into system shutdown, correct? When there is a virus, right? Virus detected, system error, right? Same thing happens to our brain. When our software, that is the mind, is having some issue, hota hai na kabhi gussa hota hai, that's what's happening to the brain. Because there is something happening inside the mind and confuse all these emotions, all these feelings. This is your mind. Okay, and if the mind is not functioning properly, brain goes into system error or shutdown, and we react in very different ways. Now, what is the importance of this? Does anybody know? You all have this, no, software operating system. You'll have heard this in your IT. Can anybody tell me what does the mind's operating system do? Only, I'm going to give only 1 minute. I don't want all of you to answer. Just
Hello,
raise
ma'am.
Spandan.
Just
Yes.
a second. Someone has sent a message that he's waiting in the room. Can you admit him?
Can I request the hosts to please do that?
It's been done, ma'am. It's been
Thank you.
done.
Thank you. Okay. So you have here, can you tell me what is the mind's operating system? What does the mind do? What does the mind do? What do your software in your computers do? They obviously help you, with an Excel sheet or your other kind of Google software or your any other internet and all that, right? What does your mind do? Spandan, yes, you had raised. Then I'll ask Tansila, okay? Yes, Spandan.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I think mind's operating system is the cerebrum because it controls all the functions of the body.
अच्छा बड़ा बड़ा words मुझे नहीं समझ में आता है. What I would, very simple, can you tell me what does the mind actually do? Very well done, Spandan. I learned something from you. Cerebrum, cerebella, and all that. No, in the brain.
Yes,
I think you
ma'am.
all have learned this. Well
Yes,
done to you.
Ma'am.
Tansila, can you just tell me what do you understand? And then I'll move on. Okay, everyone will get a chance. It's not a competition. Yes, Tansila.
Okay, ma'am. Ma'am, mind store our good memories and bad memories.
Very nice. Very nice. Somebody else wants to answer? Vedant Tambe.
Yes, ma'am. Mind controls our body, and mind also collects memory and keep it in that storage place. And mind used to help, like when we touch the hot cup, we get to know that there is hot, and we should keep out the hand.
Very nice. Very, very well done. All of you have given fantastic answers. And I'll put it very simply for us, okay? Wherever we are, we have information in our surroundings, correct? Even now, I can see things as you use, you talked about the hot cups, it's about our senses. We see things, right? We see things, we feel things, we hear things. So this is all the information. So what does a mind do with it? We are surrounded by information around us. Our mind gathers this information. Now I can see it.
Ma'am, can I also say one point?
Okay, but next time, only wait till I finish what I'm saying. But yeah, who is that who wanted to say? Say it quickly, please.
Ma'am Keshav.
Our mind controls our body parts and it makes gives us information what we need.
Correct. Yes. So same way, same thing. Very well done. Mind gathers information. It stores this information. And one more thing it does is it manages the information that we have. It's such a miracle that we have this mind, you know. So many things. Can you imagine all of these things? And we don't know when this is happening. It's not like the mind is telling you, hey, Vedant, now I'm gathering information. Hey, Rajvi, now I'm storing the information. That's not what it does, right? It is a very, this is a creation, God's creation, that we have such a fantastic mind, how it operates. It's a very, very complicated system, but it does very simple things. But look at the complications. It gathers information now that I can see, oh, we are having small things. We are having a session today on mind maintenance. You have gathered the information, you have stored it, you were told about it, so you know you have to come for this session, and you're managing and processing your other things around so you can attend it. So you see how this is, your mind is working, and this is just one small example, but around you there is so much of information at home, at school, at neighbors, all thoughts. What the mind does is this: it helps, it gives you your thoughts, your feelings, and the actions. These are three very, very important things that we do. Understand this: thoughts, feelings, and actions. So our mind, when it gathers and stores and processes all this information, it also manages our thoughts, feelings, and actions. Let me give you an example. You can see this, that some child in your class, if it's too small, the words, don't worry. I'm not expecting you to read the words. I'm just giving you a scenario, a situation. A child in your class says something mean to you. Immediately क्या होता है दिमाग में एक, there is a thought that comes. मुझे ऐसा क्यों बोला? ऐसे मेरे, something is wrong with me. Now others are being mean to me. But agar main acha hota, ya if I was fun, they would not be mean to me. Are you understanding? This is a thought. Or thought se generate hota hai feeling. Thoughts are giving rise to feelings. The feeling is, now I'm feeling sad because this is what, because they have said this to me and I think this is what has happened. I'm feeling sad. And the feeling gives rise to actions. What is the action? I cry. I don't like myself. So I'm all looking at, mere mein ye acha nahi hai, wo acha nahi hai. I want to be alone. I start crying. I feel tired. I start frowning. I may get even angry. Yeah, this is again an action. Now, another thought could also come. That thought could be, मेरी गलती तो है नहीं, ये सब ऐसे ही मेरा मजाक उड़ा रहे हैं, and he likes making people feel bad. तो अभी क्या होता है? That is a thought. The thought has given rise to a feeling. That feeling is one of anger. And anger में आपने देखा है आपके body को क्या होता है? What happens in anger? Anger, you start with your facial expressions change, your heartbeat goes faster, there is, all hot air around you. Yeah. And you also sometimes, if somebody has done this to me, na, देख, मैं भी उसको ऐसे ही बोलता हूँ. होता है कि नहीं? Huh? So this is all that's happening in your mind. Okay. So what the mind has done, it's got the information. Yeah, it's gathered it, it has stored it, and how it is processing it. See, the thoughts, the feelings, the actions are all coming from your mind. And you know what? We talked about the brain, right? There are some components in the brain as well that help us think in certain way, or they do damage to how we think. There are chemicals in our brain. There are happy hormones in our brain, right? There are chemicals, there are neurons. These words, you all are getting older, you all are coming to secondary section next year. So you know these words will be used, neurons in the brain, right? So it's all helpful. The brain and the mind, they are connected. But what we are saying is the mind is the software. And this is what's happening in the mind. Okay, let's look at another situation now. This we talked about how thoughts, feelings, and actions. Now the next one is you probably have to give some presentation. Okay, and you're really scared. Oh, I don't think I'll be able to give a presentation. I'll be embarrassed. Okay, so and you don't go, you skip school. I won't go, Baba. I won't go for the presentation. I will skip school. I'll be absent today. What happens then? That is one of your actions, right? Actions, because the thoughts are coming to your mind. So the action was, I'm not going to go. So you stay at home. You don't give the presentation. And then you say, so good, Baba, I didn't give. What if I would have been embarrassed? No, but you have looked only for the temporary solution. What is happening in the future? In the future, you're going to be even more tensed and scared to give presentations. But if you had anyway got up and said, I will give my presentation to the best of my ability. I'll give it. Mistake hua to hua, lekin koshish to ki hai na. So the action was, I will give my presentation. And maybe the thought was that, yeah, it was scary actually, but I'm so glad that I went through it. And I'm so glad that my teachers and my classmates were so supportive. So what happens now? You have built the confidence in yourself. And in the future, you are giving presentations and you don't feel, Arey, what was I scared of? I'm so glad I did that presentation that time in school. I learned so many things. You know? Situations, I'm just giving you few situations to prepare you. You are all growing children. And this is another one. Some friend has not called you for a birthday party or something, and you feel, oh my God, why did she do this? I don't feel like doing anything now. So, I feel so hurt. See the feelings. See the feelings that are dictating your actions. The feeling was, I'm feeling so hurt. I feel so disappointed. So the action was, I'm going to stay at home. No, she doesn't want me to come now. I'm going to stay at home only. What is the thought? Why wasn't I invited? Maybe my classmates don't like me. And that feeling of sadness continues. And then you feel sadder and sadder and sadder. But the moment you actually change that thought, Acha, theek hai, I wasn't invited. Yes, I felt sad. Acknowledge your feelings, okay? Yes, I felt sad. But let me go outside and do something fun anyway by myself. It's okay. She did not call me. Yeah, it was hurtful, but I'll still go and may have fun myself. So the thought was, I did something, and I'm not going to worry so much now about me not being called. And you see how you're feeling then, because again, the chemicals in your brain are releasing happy hormones rather than stress hormones. Huh? How important your brain and your mind is in how you are presenting yourself to your family, to your friends. Oh, this is it I had. These were the questions, these were the scenarios. I'll stop share for a minute before we go ahead because I would like you to share. I will take only about 4 examples. So don't mind if I don't call out your name. So anytime, if you can think of any situation and how you have dealt with, keep all these things in mind. What was the thought? What was the feeling? And what action did that feeling generate? Did you understand my question? Yes?
Yes,
Yeah.
ma'am.
Okay. Adyan, you have raised your hand. Can you share an example of anything that happened like this? Where are you, Adyan? He was here right now. You're not here, Adyan? Okay. I will go to Ayan Sheikh.
Ma'am, can you repeat the question?
Yes, Nishka. What I asked you, if you can share, I'm going to ask only 4 students now. Can you share any situation wherein you can describe to me what was the thought, okay, that happened? I gave you 3 examples. What was the thought that came to your mind? What was the feeling that was generated from that thought? And what was the action? What did you do?
Ma'am?
Who would like? Yes, Ayan.
Ma'am, when I was a kid, I thought like
Can I see you, please, Ayan? Can I see you, beta? Thank you, Ayan. When I was a kid, and you are a big grown gentleman now, huh?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah.
I was
Okay.
now when I was or 4 years old, I had a thought that I have to learn to ride a bicycle. My father helped me while riding the bicycle, but I fell off and I got hurt. And I was crying, and my thought was that I will never be able to ride a bicycle. But after a lot of hard work, my father taught me how to ride a bicycle. Now I can ride a bicycle.
Okay, Ayan, thank you for sharing. Let me just explain that again, what you said. So you were learning the bicycle. The situation was you were learning to ride a bicycle. And what happened in that situation, you fell down, right? The thought was that, oh, I'll never be able to learn. That was the thought, correct? What was the feeling that came? What was I want you all to be in touch with your feelings. I want you to name the feeling, Ayan. What was the feeling that came to your mind? What were you feeling when you thought, oh, I'll never be able to ride again? I'll never be able to learn.
Ma'am, I was very sad.
Sad, yes. So when you were sad, what was the action then? You probably did not cycle for a few days, or you stayed away from it, or you felt, no, I'm never going to be able to do this. So, I will not touch the cycle again. Or did you say, no, I felt sad, but I'm going to now learn better and be more careful.
Ma'am, I was very frightened by riding the bicycle, but my dad told me that you can ride the bicycle. I will teach you to ride the bicycle, and I got that I will ride the bicycle. And I rode the bicycle.
Very good, Ayan. So here we got thought, feeling, and action. Same way now, and this is all how your mind is functioning, okay? Be very mindful about this. Yeah, mindful about it. Gitika,
Yes, ma'am.
I want
One
to
day,
see you, beta. I want to see you.
yeah, ma'am. 1 minute. I will just on my camera because little bit issues are there.
Okay.
Yeah, ma'am.
Yes, Gitika.
Ma'am.
Tell me, beta.
Ma'am,
Describe
one
the
day,
situation. Then tell me what was the thought, what were the feelings, and the
yeah,
action.
yeah, ma'am. Ma'am, actually, one time, I did not do my homework, and teachers told me at I have a tuition. The teachers told me very much that why did you not do the homework. After that, I was like, well, most and most sad. Like, why did I don't? Because that time I was like playing only, and I don't know that what was the homework. So that time, I thought that it is very sad that I don't did the homework. Then my mama came, like mama told that it's okay, you did not do the homework now, so you will do afterward, and tell teacher that sorry, it's okay, and teacher will tell it's okay.
Very good.
Ma'am,
Yeah.
ma'am,
Yes.
and the thought, I'm at the thought which I was thinking that ma'am, why did I not do the homework? I was just playing. I was not in the like, and I was doing every day notes, so my writing only. And
So,
I
Gitika,
was,
yeah. Yeah, sorry, I don't mean to cut you there because I have two more to say, no? Two more students
yeah,
will
ma'am.
say. So, Gitika, you were talking about when you didn't do your homework, how, of course, teachers scolded you because you should have done something. And
Yeah,
the
ma'am.
thought was, of course, you felt sad, but also, as you said, you didn't use the word, but you felt the feeling was also of guilt. I wish,
Yeah, ma'am.
kash maine wo kiya hota. So that
Hota.
feeling of guilt also was there, right? And then what was the action? The action was, okay, now I'm going to get myself together. I'm going to
Yeah,
be more prepared and planned. है ना? देखो सबका एक there is a reaction to all of it. So we need to be mindful of all these thoughts, feelings, and actions. Now I'm going to take two more we have. Guru Raj. Guru Raj, are you there? I can see you. You have raised your hand.
Ma'am,
Divit.
can you hear me?
Divit it is. Sorry, beta. Divit, no?
Ma'am, Divit.
Sorry. I saw only Guru. Yeah, Divit Guru Raj Acharya. Yes, beta.
Before presentation,
Yes. Mike is ready. Yes, come on, Divit.
I can do it.
Yeah.
Ma'am, when it happened while playing, I was not too small, but in this age only, when I was playing such a violent game, we were throwing ball on एक दूसरे के ऊपर ball फेंक रहे थे. We were playing what we say dodgeball. And and by mistakenly I hit it on my friend's head, and he got angry on me and he tried to jump on me, but my all friends captured me, and my friend too. I was saying, what, why you were capturing? I was ma'am, actually he was too big from me, my age only, but he was almost big than me from my height, and stronger than me, so I got scared, and and when I got chance to run, I just ran away in my home and start watching TV.
Okay, so,
I was shaking my hands.
Divit, so the situation was that you had thrown the ball and it obviously it hit somebody and he got angry with you. What was the thought?
Man, thought.
Your
of
thought. What situation में thought आता है, feelings आते हैं और actions होता है. हर situation में. We are, this is how our brain and
Man,
our
my
mind.
thought was to get why this guy is angry on me.
So these are the thoughts, and your feeling was, were you scared, were you angry, were you confused? ये अपने feelings को verbalize करना सीखो. Feelings के भी नाम होते हैं ना. All your feelings have got names. Yeah.
Sadness.
So you should be able to name these feelings. जैसे the earlier classmate talked about guilt, sadness, guilt. These are all our feelings. When we acknowledge that these are our feelings, then the action was that, oh, probably, you would go for safety. You will try and protect yourself from being hit by somebody. है ना, ये action होता है. Okay. Nobody is able to hear my voice.
No, ma'am, I can
Yes,
hear
we
you.
can hear you.
We can hear you.
Okay, fine. Thank you. Then I
And we
got
can
message.
hear you.
Fine. I'm going to take one last scenario. Sangeeta, can you tell me, please? Want to share with me? Sangeeta, can you hear me? No, she cannot. Prarthi, can
She
you?
only told that she can't hear
Yeah,
you.
I thought so. I wanted to test that. Prarthi, can you please? Oh, Sakshi is also there. Okay, Sakshi, come on.
Yes, ma'am. There was a situation which
Sorry, ma'am, but we can't.
on which I was my father was teaching me to swim. No, so that I was very scaring to swim. So my father told that it would be any situation coming in the future for the flood or any other situation would come, so we can rescue ourselves from it. So I was little bit scared for the starting. Then I said to my mind that myself that I need to swim, because if there is another situation, as my father said, I would be able to solve. So when I got entered the water in the swimming pool, so I started. My father held my hand, and I started swimming only. I don't know how to do.
Very nice, Sakshi. So the situation you described is when you were learning to swim, the thought was you were scared because it's water, it's deep. What if I drown? What happens? These are the thoughts. So that was a thought. The feeling was one of being scared. Correct? Feeling was of scared. And the action, because you had the support of your dad and the parent who's saying it'll all be okay. This is what, when our feelings and our thoughts are so overpowering, we sometimes need the help of others to tell us how our feelings are, and to be comforted and calmed. And when your dad comforted you and he also told you the reality, कि ऐसे situations होते हैं, we have had floods or anything, that time, you should be, this is a skill. This is a life skill. So that is wonderful. So that was the action you took. Brilliant. Now I will proceed to the next. And then listen, guys, we have got time. We can definitely speak more. I will continue now, okay? And let me see. Can you see the screen or do I have to go back again?
Yes, ma'am.
Ma'am, we can see.
We
You
can
see?
Ma'am, we can see mind, maintenance, emotion, and their
Brilliant, brilliant, brilliant. This is what I wanted to know. Now, why am I talking about emotions? Because our mind is controlling all of this. Our feelings, our thoughts, our feelings, thoughts, emotions, actions, all of this. And every emotion that we are experiencing gives rise to our actions and what we should be doing. And these also are connected to our thoughts. Now, when something gives you joy, like I'll give Sakshi's example. Okay, it was about fear. She had this fear about, or the feeling of being scared of going or learning to swim. So the immediate what happens is that what the fear gives you the message. Oh, I have to protect myself. It happens now. अंधेरे में जाते हैं. When you say I just want to protect myself, you're treading carefully, making sure that you'll quickly find the light switch. So every emotion gives us a message. Like when you do very well in your sports or you win a prize, you get a prize, and what is the feeling? It's a feeling of joy. It's a feeling of joy, and then you say, "This is so important to me. Joy, happiness is so important to me." And this thing about this game, this sports is important to me. Same way for anger. Anger also should send you a message. Like for example, one of you had given an example of that throw ball or volleyball, and the other person got angry with him, right? That person got angry. Now, if you are getting angry, you can sense it, no? As I said, when you get angry, your fist clenches, your face goes like this, and your voice and everything, your heartbeat goes faster. Immediately, the message to your mind should be, I am angry right now. I should know where to draw the line. I should be careful that I do not hurt anybody in my anger. I should be careful that I do not throw things that come. जो भी हाथ में आया पटक दिया ऐसे नहीं होता है ना? So in anger we should know to take proper action and I draw the line. Correct? Same way. Now, does anybody want to explain to me what I meant by this? I gave you examples of 3 emotions. Now, let me see. Samarth, can you explain to me about sadness and what message it is giving us? Samarth, your hand is up, but maybe you're not. Who's this?
Rajvi, can you please repeat the question?
I will repeat the question you're asking me so sweetly. The question I'm saying, did you hear me earlier? I explained 3 emotions, fear, joy, and anger. And I said all these emotions actually give us a message of how we should act.
Your voice is
Yeah?
breaking.
You can't hear me? I think I'm very clear.
No, ma'am.
No, ma'am, your
We
voice
can
is
hear
very
you.
Ma'am, we can hear you.
Clearly.
I will,
She will be
fine.
facing network
Yeah.
Kids,
issues.
you're on mute, children.
Okay. So
Ma'am, we can hear you.
Okay, beta. So okay. I don't think she was able to hear me, but I will ask somebody else here. I can't see all the children. Can one of the teachers please ask one student? I can see only 4 children here. So I've already asked Nishka, Tanzila, and Sangeeta. Siddhi, please answer to me. Please answer me. Siddhi, are you there? Siddhi Bhanushali?
Yes, ma'am, I am there.
Yeah, can you please, did you get my question? What is the message that a feeling of sadness will give you?
Yes, ma'am. One day, you are tell the story when it happened.
Now, beta, what I'm asking is when one is sad, what is the message that comes to your mind? It's there written. Board pe pura answer likha hai actually on your screen. What is the message that a feel?
Yes, ma'am. You.
1 minute, 1 minute, Siddhi. Anybody who's saying that voice is breaking, please rejoin because I think others can hear me clearly. Siddhi,
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. In sadness, we need someone's support and help. Like, if a person is sad, so second person should be support him that you are right, or tell him a little much lie.
Okay, okay, fine. Well tried, Siddhi. So when one feels sad, see all these feelings that I've put up here, the emotions that you can see, they are all very natural feelings. No emotion or feeling is bad. Remember this. Anger is not a bad emotion. Okay. Anger can be bad if it turns into aggression. Aggression मतलब चिल्लाना, बहुत जोर से पीटना, or just banging things. That is bad. Anger is a very natural emotion. For all these are very natural emotions. Shame भी होता है ना, हमने कुछ तोड़ दिया, कुछ गलत किया, and we feel very shameful of the act that we did. But we are all humans. Remember this. We make mistakes, but the important thing is to learn from that mistake and accept yourself. हाँ, मेरे से गलती हुई है, and I'm really truly sorry for what happened. और अपने आप को माफ भी करना. Okay. Guilt भी होता है. Correct your wrongs. ये होता है ना, guilt होता है. I think one of you earlier said, I sorry beta, I forgot your name there. But she talked about her homework not being done. And how because the homework was not done, she felt guilty also. काश मैंने पढ़ाई किया होता, या काश मैंने टाइम निकाल के homework had, I wish I had done it. Disgust, have you heard of this feeling or this emotion, disgust?
Ma'am.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am, I have heard.
Yes,
Ma'am,
Can I say about it?
of the feeling of
Ma'am,
Ma'am,
Feeling like
Everyone,
this is
I cannot see everybody. So anyone teacher, please ask somebody.
ma'am.
Anusha
Yes.
can speak. Anusha.
Yeah,
Then later
yes,
we can
yes.
ask Tejasvi.
Yes, yes.
Huh.
Okay, Arusha and then Tejasvi. Come on. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, disgust means
Anusha, huh?
yes.
Anusha.
When disgust means when we are trying to ignore something which we do not like, and over here it's written avoid, it's not good for you. So our mind tells that you should not do this, and it is also a kind of hate for something.
Can you give an example, Anusha? You described it well. Can you
Yes,
give an
ma'am.
example of
Ma'am, for
when you feel
example,
disgusted?
yes, ma'am. Ma'am, I will give example that sometimes something we see something bad, or maybe we see a bad dream and nightmare. So we
Ma'am,
feel
the time is up. Now
disgusted.
it's chance to do the
Be
second
quiet.
period.
Beta, be quiet, beta.
I think they are talking about some second period. Children, you
Yeah,
are
yeah.
here till this is over, okay? Don't worry. Yeah.
Yes,
Yes,
ma'am.
yes, Anusha.
Ma'am, for example, when we see a nightmare or a bad dream, so we start feeling scared, and then it might turn into disgust or hate. And sometimes it can also be like we are hating a person because they have something which we don't have. So sometimes we feel that we disgust them because they have something else and everyone is liking them. So we start getting jealous, and then that turns into disgust.
Okay. Thank you. Nicely explained, Anusha. Tejasvi, I
Ma'am,
think.
can I add something?
Yes, yes, Anusha.
Ma'am, there is a movie and the name is Inside Out. In that, they have
Yes.
showed a girl and her 5 emotions, and it explains that each and every emotion is important. And in that, she is disgusting broccoli because she doesn't like broccoli at all.
Yes.
So that is
Anusha, what were those 5 feelings in Inside Out?
ma'am,
Disgust was
joy,
one. Joy.
sadness,
Yes.
disgust, anger, and fear.
Very well done. If all of you, if you have not seen that movie, do see it. Well done, Anusha, for
I've seen
recommending
that
that.
movie and also read
I
and
watched
watched it.
Okay, okay.
Ma'am, I
Well
have
done.
also seen it.
Very well done. I think Tejasvi, I'll come to you
Ma'am,
and
there's
then
one
we'll
more
proceed.
character. There
Ha.
is sadness as well.
She said sadness. She said sadness.
Okay,
Okay.
okay, I didn't hear.
Yeah, that's
Tejasvi.
okay. Tejasvi, come on,
Tejasvi.
beta.
Ma'am, about which one?
On disgust only. Or you want to talk about love? That's also fine.
Ma'am, a disgust. For disgust, I can explain that for if we see anything like we don't like it, and
Yeah.
we don't like that thing, and we see that I would avoid it. I don't like this.
Yeah. Something bad that's happening around, or you see that you even find heaps of garbage somewhere. That is disgusting, no? When you see
Yes,
garbage outside uncovered, as it is disgusting. I want to avoid it. Anyway, I'll move on because we have a few things to cover. So what I want to say here is every emotion, you need to experience it. What we mean by experience, understand. First of all, verbalize. This is what I'm going through. When you express it, I am feeling this. I am feeling angry right now, or I am really sad. You need to express these feelings and exhaust it. ये 3 E's याद रखेंगे ना? Experience the feelings, express it in a healthy way. Express it to your friends, your teachers, your parents. Exhaust मतलब खत्म कर दो. मतलब I felt it, I experienced it, मैंने बता दिया और अभी मैं उसके बारे में सोचूंगा नहीं. That's it, it's gone. Okay, it's gone. Don't continue to keep thinking about it. Ah, मुझे ऐसा लगा. You keep thinking about it, all these things will keep collecting in your head. You need space for new things, right? Yeah, so exhausted. Understood? We go to one last slide that I have here, last 2 slides. So the topic was very clear, mind maintenance. In order for us to maintain this balance of thoughts, feelings, actions, remember our software is our mind. See, computer के लिए hardware के networks, all your wires and all will be connected, but your mind, your software, you need to maintain on a regular basis. होता है ना कंप्यूटर सॉफ्टवेयर का भी, आई थिंक दे पुट एंटीवायरस, रेगुलर अपडेट, कॉन्ट्रैक्ट्स होते हैं. सेम वे माइंड के लिए देयर इज मेंटेनेंस. You have what are the things that you will do to look after your mind? Come on. Now tell me again, teachers, I need you to please tell me, call out 4 names, one after the other. They will just tell me what are the 2 things they will do to look after their mind.
Okay, Rajvi. Rajvi, we can
Yes,
call
ma'am.
Rajvi, then Naisha. Rajvi, you can begin.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, 2 things. So first thing is we should not think about something difficult happen in which happened, and we should not think about it that we will get the stress to our mind. And second thing, we should not think more about taking attention or in one topic. We should not think more about it.
Okay,
And we
Rajvi,
should also eat good things to maintain our
good things. Think about, so what are these good things? Thank you, Rajvi. You have started the
Naisha.
conversation well. Naisha.
Excuse me, ma'am.
Naisha Das.
Yes,
Naisha
ma'am.
Das. Wait for
Yes,
your turn,
ma'am.
children. Naisha, begin.
Yes, ma'am. If you feel like sad, we should express it that I am feeling sad, because if we keep it in our mind, we get more sad.
Very good, Naisha. I'm very proud of you. Next, 2 more people.
Sakshi
2 more
Mane.
students.
Sakshi Mane.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, the first thing is that I would express it to my parents or my siblings. From that, I will be free. If it is someone that said talk to me rudely, if my friend said to me rudely, if she is in anger, I would express that feeling to my teacher or my classmates. Then I will be free from that.
Okay, thank you, Sakshi. Who's
Shruti
last time?
Thakur.
Shruti.
Shruti Thakur.
Yes, ma'am. Ma'am, if we are sad or guilty sometime, we also need to express it, or else we can also get depressed or we can get sad because of it.
Very nice. Most of you have talked about expressing these feelings, or just about, you all have talked only about the feelings, but how do we maintain this mind? I'm giving you a few tips here, and I know you'll do it. Even if you're not doing it, please ensure that you do it now. Whenever these thoughts comes, deep breathing. You've been told this, no? Take a deep breath and release it out. Our negative thoughts and all that. Concentrate on your breath. Listening to music, you can maintain your mind. Hobbies, you have got good hobbies. Hobbies also ensure that our mind is functioning properly. Healthy food. Eat healthy food and eat on time and eat proper portions. Play outside. Now you'll say, Corona mein bahar nahi khelte. Khel sakte ho. Mask laga ke, proper precautions leke, play outdoors. Gadget free time with your family, because you are bonding with your family. Make sure you have enough sleep. Okay, sleep is not just sleeping in the afternoon 2 hours and then sleeping later or very late in the night. Sleep for a good 6, 7, 8 hours of sleep. You should feel fresh in the morning. If you're frustrated, if you're irritated in the morning, which means you've not had enough sleep. I've also put household chores. Help out your parents in household chores. That also helps keep your mind healthy. You know how? Because this is our moods. We have moods, no? Kabhi अच्छा लगता है, kabhi nahi अच्छा लगता है. These are our moods. But helping out our family, doing these different kind of activities at home helps shift our moods. And all of you said about talking and sharing your feelings. So I'm sure you are doing all this. Continue doing. If you're not doing this, this is how you're going to maintain your mind. Make sure this is part of your daily lifestyle. Having all of this in your lifestyle as part of your daily life, you are automatically maintaining good health, good mental health. Okay, and your last slide, it's okay. Sometimes we are not fine. It's okay to not be okay. You've heard of this term as well, right? And you have the same way as computers, you get it fixed. What you can do is ask for help. And who are you asking help from? You've got so many people who love you and who really want the best for you. So seek help from your parents, your teachers, your friends. You have your school counselor, you have psychologists, psychiatrists. They are all there to help to, whenever you feel the need, you can ask help. Okay, so this is what I wanted to end. Actually, I know that you all, Vidya ma'am, I think 1:40 is the time I have been given, right? I will finish the last 5 minutes that I have. I want to ask if you have any questions, but also I will be sending one YouTube link to your teachers. I'll probably send it to Vidya ma'am, and she can send it to you all. It's a nice small video
Yes.
about looking after your health, your emotional wellness. It is in Hindi. You can even see it with your parents. Okay, 5-6 minutes of video it is. You can watch it. Okay, I will send that link to Vidya ma'am. Now, in the
Okay,
meantime,
ma'am.
any questions you guys have for me, please? One at a time. I'm going to take 2 or 3 questions only. I didn't hear that question at all. I could not understand that.
Ma'am, his voice was breaking.
Yeah. Okay. Now I have just last thing. So did you understand? Yeah, Arnav, you have raised your hand. Tell me, Arnav, what's your question to me? Arnav Goel, where did you disappear?
I wanted to share one story.
Yes, Arnav, tell me. Tell me.
So, ma'am, in fourth standard,
Yes.
you know that third standard was offline and fourth standard was online. So I was a very good student in third, all of the standards. But in fourth standard, because of online classes, my whole brain got upside down. So I did not focus in studies, and everyone got this addiction of YouTube.
Yeah.
So, ma'am, due to the addiction of YouTube, I got very bad grades, and my mom scolded me a lot. So that time I felt very guilty.
Ma'am,
One minute, ma'am, I can't hear you. My
Ma'am, can we leave?
Ma'am,
I think ma'am has network connection.
I'm in
I think ma'am disconnected.
No, I didn't
Yes, ma'am.
disconnect. Something happened. I'm in the school only. It's a school network that is here. Anyway, I think Arnav was talking about how online and offline, right? And how because he was online. See, I think all your teachers and we all acknowledge and appreciate that online was not a great experience for you all because learning is a multi-sensory experience. How do we learn? We see, we hear, we move around. This is our senses. Learning is a one second, beta, I'm speaking here. Learning is a multi-sensory experience, and therefore, when we are not in school, and online learning was definitely difficult. Yeah. So Arnav, very brave of you to have shared this. And yes, you got less marks because of that. But hey, once we realize something has not gone right, what do? We take steps to make things right. right? And to make things right, Arnav is actually going to now be more, diligent and concentrate more. Okay.
Ma'am, I have also a story. I am Arnav Satpathy. Can I share?
Yeah. Okay. Share. You have to tell. I think Vidya ma'am, you have to tell me when we have to end.
Actually, ma'am, it is time up. It is time up. Now they need to take a break and they need to join the second period also.
Okay, then it is time up, but I still request if you all can quickly fill this feedback form, or can I send it to you, Vidya ma'am?
Ma'am, you send it to me. I will be sending it to them in their class WhatsApp.
Ma'am, the
Just send
break
it
is
back.
over now.
Perfect.
Are
Okay,
you
I'm
can take a
ending.
break, children. You're all online, na? You are online. You can take a break. Okay.
Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am.
Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Bye, ma'am. Thank you, ma'am. Bye.
Thank you,
Thank you.
Pratima ma'am. Pratima ma'am, it was really great.
I'll see you all in school, okay? Next.
Feedback form now.